The degree is the Master of Psychology and then in brackets clinical.
Yeah.
When we had to put in our preferences for degrees, I had psychology, I think, as most of them. Like if there were 10, I'd probably have like 8, and then 2 of them were media and communication or something. But I always...
So like a backup kind of
Yeah. Psychology was always something I wanted to do. I think I was always kind of like the mediator between my friends. I like to keep the peace and, problem solve for people and make sure everyone was happy. And it comes from a bit of a like, I'd say like a people pleasing kind of place where I just wanted to make sure everyone's lives were good and happy. It's an empathy thing too as well. Like if I saw friends going through difficult things, which some of them did, like relationship things and mental health things, I was that person that they would come to. Or yes, exactly. I do it. I push everything to the side, but it's a lot more energy consuming. And I worry that I'm not doing I'm not doing the best that I possibly can be doing. Empathy, active listening, those kinds of things. I think that getting into the profession, you kind of have that naturally. I feel like you should. Yeah, most people
over
that.
Time. Well,
Yeah. And if you've got that genuine empathy anyway, it's just enhancing that for the clients to actually be able to see that you're empathetic.
Yeah.
Preference. My first placement was at a psychiatric hospital, and I was like, I wanted to do that for so long. But I didn't realize that there was also a drug and alcohol rehab component, and I had never worked with anyone in that realm. I didn't think that I'd want to.
Yeah.
And meeting them and watching like other facilitators run sessions with them, like group therapy, it actually made me think like I probably could do this. So that the turning point was basically
You didn't think you could? But
I didn't think I could deal with certain clients and certain like extremities.
Yeah.
But I actually love that after all. I learned so much about, again, especially if we're talking specific cultures or specific diagnoses. If you're getting information from one, and I'm not generalizing, but often, in my experience, it will translate to the other clients. So, or there's patterns, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I've seen that before, so this might be helpful, or this might be relevant to you, or whatever. And sometimes it's not, but that helps. Like for instance, I had some younger clients at my last placement. Like having that understanding helps us connect, helps them connect to me. The technique that we're taught is about self-disclosure, and that's, you have to be really careful with it. But if you're going to say, I've been through a breakup or whatever it is, and something that's not too personal. That can already bring that person. That can already help the session and help that client, just knowing that they're not alone. For them to come up with their own solutions, because that's very empowering, and it means that they will feel more effective outside of therapy and in being able to actually do things themselves. So, a lot of values work with my clients, so I think about it a lot myself. Just compassion for other people, and just kind of compassion and an understanding of where other people come from. So a bit like empathy, if that's your value. The other thing that's not so much it's not so much client based, but I value learning and growing. Well, not so much a value, but I like to fix things, and I can't do that for clients. I can only guide. So that I do feel conflicted in those kind of situations where I just want to be like, look, just do this.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You just. So that is probably the only time. Or if I'm not 100% sure about something, I also find it difficult to accept that in myself. I'm like, it's like, how do I explain it? I feel bad almost that I don't know how to fix things sometimes. Yeah, it's hard when I don't have the answer to someone's problem. I feel like I'm letting them down. So I do go through every single possibility to make sure that person's happy or is getting something out of it. And if it doesn't happen, I just feel rubbish. But again, supervision helps with that.